In this video, you will learn how to successfully age in place with our 5 key strategies that will help you age in the comfort of your own home, independently for as long as possible. I'm Cyn Meyer, the founder of Second Wind Movement, and it is my privilege to help older adults live their ideal retirement lifestyle full of purpose and passion. Many of us want to age in place. In fact, according to the study by AARP, nearly 90% of US residents aged over 45 say that they prefer to remain in their homes even when they need assistance. If you're a part of this 90% trend, it's important to be proactive with a plan that allows you to age in the comfort of your own home. So let's dive into the 5 things that you need to consider for successfully aging in place. Number 1, waive the decision. You might think the decision to age in place is like a no-brainer, especially after we just shared that 90% of people want to do so. But knowing the ins and outs of what that really means in reality is actively taking it a step further. In this first tip, I'm not asking you to make the decisions. I'm just asking you to weigh it and consider the options more seriously so that you can better plan for your future. It's actually not as black and white, especially if you're in great health right now and that decision seems far removed from your current situation. But there are both advantages and disadvantages that come with aging in place. For example, when you hear the term aging in place, do you picture a serene, independent lifestyle with all the amenities and the comfort of your own home? Or does it bring up feelings of isolation and loneliness? The upside is, if you age in place, you can have more control over your care, since you can be surrounded by your family and friends, and even in-home care support. You have those options. Plus, there may be more privacy and it might feel more natural. On the other hand, the downside is you may have issues with getting around easily because of mobility issues or chronic pain or other health problems, and a lack of support if you need help with day-to-day tasks. If you're alone especially, this can feel daunting and overwhelming to have to handle everything on your own if you don't have people nearby to help with that, or if you don't want to depend too much on others. All this to say, the benefits of aging in place may outweigh the challenges, but it's not always the right choice. And assisted living or other housing options might be a more supportive choice. Basically, you can't predict the future, but you can have a plan B in place as backup. If it turns out your home is where it's at, then let's continue to tip number 2. Prioritize your health. It goes without saying that healthy living is important, and it's a phrase that gets thrown around a lot. But as you age, it becomes, of course, more and more clear that you need to prioritize your health. More specifically though, think about your state of health currently, right here, right now. What specifically can you do to boost your health in the future? I don't need to tell you that keeping yourself in good shape is critical in warding off serious health conditions later on. But just take an inventory of your health and lifestyle. How realistic is it to maintain a heart-healthy lifestyle? Do you have a balanced diet? Are you engaging in regular exercise? Are you minimizing your stress? Not to mention the invisible health stuff. Your mental and emotional and cognitive health are all a part of it. If you want to be able to stay in your home as long as possible, take care of yourself holistically so that you can age in place successfully. Number 3, have a strong support network. Social interaction and support probably play the most important factors in aging well. Research tells us that every 3rd American senior is lonely, which makes it even more important to actively put in the effort to surround yourself with people who care about your welfare and to connect with people who align with who you are at the core and with your deeper passions and purpose. Approaching aging as a team sport is a super helpful idea. There are so many different people, organizations, and resources that you can leverage to give you the care and support that you need. And it really doesn't matter if you're an extrovert or an introvert. Believe me, it's about aligning yourself with the right support group for you. So whether it's friends and family or medical professionals and other caregiving services, there are so many options out there. All it takes is some clarity and effort on your part. Number 4, plan for transportation. While this one might seem far off into the distance, especially if you're on top of your health and social connections, or if you're like my friend Annabelle, who is 92 and still driving around town, to age in place, you want to make sure that you have a convenient way to go out and about in your community. Even if you still have your license deep into the future, driving yourself around town isn't your only option. You can always plan ahead and take a look at the places you visit the most frequently, like the local store, friends, family, or the doctor, and look into a couple of options, like public transportation, a local friend, family, neighbors for that occasional lift. And you can use ride-sharing services like Uber, Lyft, Ride, or GoGo Grandparent. And there's also the National Volunteer Transportation Center. You can also consider an electric chair or scooter, which are sometimes covered by Medicare. Before you cringe at that idea or the idea of not driving yourself around, it's worth simply researching some options. And if you're open to learning more about resources in your community, check out the elder care website linked in the description below. It'll give you some great local options to consider. Number 5, modify your home. So we've covered a lot of the proactive health topics that you can look into. If you want to age in the comfort of your own home, it's also important to set your house up. You want to make sure your home can accommodate all of the ages that come with becoming an older adult, which include both the normal aging process stuff and also the health condition stuff. So that means planning for physical home modifications that will make it easier and safer for you to get around your home. If you want to find out which home modifications to make so that you can live independently in your house for as long as possible, we have a specific video on that. So just look up our video about home modifications for aging in place. There are very practical and helpful things that you can do to make it way easier on your future self without breaking the bank. And that's it. To recap our 5 key strategies to age in place, weigh the decision and allow yourself to imagine being in your future shoes. Super important. Number 2, prioritize your health. That means not only your physical, but also your mental and emotional and cognitive health. Number 3, have a strong support network of people who align with you, and you can definitely be proactive here and you won't regret it. Connections are super important. Number 4, plan for transportation, something to just look into for now. And 5, consider modifications to your home to set yourself up for successful aging in place. In the end, aging in place and doing it in the best way possible means that you plan out your future before it becomes an urgent and frantic matter. There are many challenges that come with aging in place, and we want to help you minimize them and navigate through them proactively. So thank you for being here. Please take action after consuming this video and be proactive. Just take one small action today, even if it's one micro step, like researching for 5 minutes one of the topics that we mentioned today that resonates the most with you. It makes all the difference in building momentum for your best retired life the whole way through. If you enjoyed this video, please support us so that we can make more helpful videos for you. Just simply like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already to receive notice of our new episodes. Every time you engage with our videos and leave comments, it helps us tailor our content to help you better. And you're helping to spread our mission. More people see it, so we get to continue to do what we do best, which is help you live your best retired life with more purpose and passion. Thank you for being here. May you continue to set yourself up for aging successfully and aging in place. Goodbye until our new video next week.